Today is March 1st. This is the informative speech on stress. My name is Chris Knight, and here we go. Tired, nervous, burned out, overwhelmed maybe, lost, or even scared. What do all these things have in common? You may ask. Most of these feelings can be caused from stress. Without monitoring and knowing about stress, causes things that could go bad for you. Stress can even kill you. Stress is becoming more of a problem within our society, and more people don't even know what causes it or how they're feeling about it. Stress is a growing problem that leaves thousands of people every day without the ability to do everyday things. The American Psychiatric Association reported in 2011 that 75 to 90% of all doctor visits within the U.S. were all stress-related. With stress as a growing concern amongst individuals every year, Americans report feeling more stressed now than ever before. To understand the effect of stress that it has on our body, you'll need to understand what type of stress or what causes stress and how to properly deal with stress. So for the types of stress, first thing you have is the acute stress. This can be described as a small amount of stress or a stress that doesn't really affect you in a way. Maybe having you feel tired, things like that. There's not a lot of things going on. This could be described as acute stress. Second type of stress is eustress. This is what we call the perfect amount of stress. Just enough stress to keep you going, keep you preparing for those speeches that you have to give, preparing for those homework assignments, preparing to do your job, things like that. It just keeps you going, and it's considered a good stress. Next we have distress. Distress is on the opposite side of acute stress, and it's also known as the bad stress. This is what people normally identify with themselves as being the bad stress. This is what leads people to going to see doctors and things like that for feeling pains or feeling scared, things like that, or overwhelmed, burned out, having headaches, things like that is what distress causes. So the causes of this stress. First, we have the overworking yourself, maybe the tempo/environment you're working in or dealing with, and the thoughts that you have about stress. Overworking. You're maybe feeling stressed out because you're overworking yourself, trying to keep up with society, making things right for your family, you got to work hard. You may be putting so much stress on yourself that it's hard for you to keep up or get things done. The tempo at what you do things in, how fast you work, your environment, all have external things that affect your stress levels. How you think about stress is also a very important thing. The more negative you think about a situation, the more negative the outcome could be. So just remember, when you're thinking about stress, try to think positively about it so that you can react in a positive way. Last of all, we have dealing with stress. Tips to deal with stress. First, we want to try to change our thoughts. Track how you think negatively or positively to get a good idea of what you think about during the day. If it's a stressful event that's happening that you're thinking about negatively, write it down, jot it down, see what it is that you're thinking about, and if it causes a headache, that could be your mental cue to letting you know you're getting stressed out about a particular thing. Next, you can add a time in your day to reflect on the positive things in your life. This can help relax yourself and not make you feel as stressed. So just as important as it is working hard and keeping up with everything, it's also important to schedule yourself some relaxed time. Another thing that can be used to help with stress is creating a normal routine that you're used to doing every day. The more routine you have in your life, will make you feel more like you're in control of what you got going on around you. This can help for some people in being stressed out and things like that. They might not be able to know what's coming up next, so they feel stressed out about not having control over what they have going on in your future. So have a plan. Try to schedule time to relax again. This cannot be stressed enough. Make sure that you're scheduling yourself downtime as well as things that you like to do, things you enjoy. It's very important when you're talking about stress and managing your stress. Another thing that seems to be helpful for people is to talk about their stress. Maybe to a friend, a loved one, a coworker, anyone that you can confide in. Talking about stress is shown to help lower stress levels within people. So in conclusion, understanding what stress is and the different types of stress you may encounter, we can begin to react positively to stress and help others who are feeling down or stressed in their daily life. Look within yourself and determine the amount of stress you carry so that you can begin to cope more positively and with stressful events that you will encounter during your life. Again, feeling tired, nervous, burned out, and even overwhelmed can be caused by stress. So when you notice it, make a change and try to improve. This will help throughout America and throughout your own lives as well. Thank you for attending today's speeches.